Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got another 2023 LCI Lifecycle Impulse or refresh from BMW speak. M340i xDrive. It is in Brooklyn Gray. It is the twin of the M340i xDrive that appeared on the channel previously in Brooklyn Gray. Same spec, but we did add the M Performance exhaust to this one. So we'll have some revs in that one, basically a warm startup, not a cold startup, in Sport Plus. I'll let you guys listen to how that sounds because the M Performance exhaust is back available for the M340i. We'll discuss differences between that and the one available on the 330i. So obviously we've got our restyled front fascia. So the headlights are way different. The halos are basically over rather than under the headlight. We've got our widened grille a little bit, basically in brushed aluminum or chrome type look. Revised front air dam as well, so lots of air ducts. You can see on the side over here, that's functional, and we've got some air ducts here for, looks like cooling for brakes as well. So again, this one was dropped into our DAR, basically in 112, and before we even noticed it, it was in 150. So basically the next day it was in production. And that's why we didn't get the specced. So I think I would have added the 50th anniversary BMW M emblems to this build. Over on the side, we've got our 791M wheels in black with the blue M Sport calipers. I would have gone with red. And although black works, I think, pretty well with Brooklyn Gray, I think bicolor would have set it off a little bit more. Again, that's more of an aesthetic choice. All right, so taking Brooklyn Gray. So this is basically overcast today. So this is basically an overcast color. So this is what you're going to see in overcast skies. So we have the other M340i was in mostly sunny conditions. There's a little bit of a blue hue to Brooklyn Gray. Of course, Brooklyn Gray is going across the BMW lineup, only available in M Sport, guys. So if you get this color, you have to spring for the M Sport. The M340i, it's already by default there. So out back, taillights look the same to me. Cerium gray badging is gone. We've got our very big faux diffuser in high gloss black. You can hear that rumble. That is the M Performance exhaust. Now, unlike the 330i, this does not come with carbon fiber tips. There's really not anything to distinguish it on the outside other than sound. Basically no looks to the Performance exhaust like in years past. But still a pretty good grumble. And I'll insert the warm startup and revs right now. You can take a listen to that. So moving across Brooklyn Gray on the other side, again, still cloudy, so no real changes, but basically a light medium gray. We've got our M-style mirror caps, which again is a difference from the pre-LCI version. So this is the style that BMW is going with for M Performance models, so M-style mirror caps. You also, in most cases, will get a double slat kidney grille and an M badge on the grille. In this case here, because of the design of the grille, it doesn't work. So this one does not have the premium package, does not have shadowline package. So there's no LED corning light here available. This is what your basic LEDs look like on the M340i as well as the regular 330i. So opening up, we are greeted with black perforated Sensitech 2.0, which is a pretty good substitute for leather. Of course, you go Sensitech, it is included in the price and will allow you to put that money towards something else. Maybe you want to go with driving assistance professional package or add some other stuff. Basically, I don't want to say budget conscious buyer, but make some good decisions, right? Price is already going to be pretty high given interest rates and residuals. But I think I would have gone with Tacora Red as the first choice. Cognac I think also works. I think beige could work, but I think it's a little bit too light. to go contrast nicely with Brooklyn Gray. Of course, black would be third choice, I think, in my opinion. Okay, so iDrive 8. You guys all know about this by now, hopefully. So again, it's a little bit more glary on camera than it is in person. Obviously, it's overcast, so you have good visibility for the instrument panel, and you're not going to have much of a difficulty seeing the instrument panel, I should say, in direct sunlight or glary conditions, if you want to think it like that. So it's pretty good visibility. Got our larger iDrive screen over here. So basically, I think it's 14.3 inches. So very good, wide screen. Graphics are pretty good. Sensitivity is really good. And of course, you can use the iDrive controller. And of course, climate control, we've been over that several times already. So we've got the oak matte finish wood trim here, which feels pretty good. There's a little bit of texture to the trim as well. So all around cup holders, as well as the center console area here around the gear selector, which is now just a nub, as well as the iDrive controller. But this one is basically really minimally spec'd. So let's go over the pricing and the details here. So starting price of the M340i xDrive is $56,850. Brooklyn Gray metallic paint, another $650. The Sensatech is included. Driving assistance package is $700. I still don't understand why that is an option. I don't think most people would not opt for this package here. So it's basically active driving assistance, gets you blind spot detection and lane departure warning. So if you don't get that, I think all you're left with is the frontal collision mitigation. The 19-inch wheels, another $600. We got credits for the hands-free tailgate deletion as well as the digital key deletion. And then everything else, all included. So we get to the accessories. So we added the wheel locks for $120. The M Performance exhaust for another $2,500. Floating hubcaps or center caps for another $165. All told, MSRP of $62,400. So not bad. Again, I think a little bit pricey for a 3 Series, but that's what you get for the M340i. So we could add more options to this. Obviously, the parking assistance package I would have spec'd on this car as well. Driving assistance professional package, onesies and twosies on that one, but generally not spec that way for store inventory. All right, so we'll take one more walk around our M340i xDrive in Brooklyn Gray. So again, powered by the B58 inline-6 turbo engine, 382 horsepower, 369 torque, so it's pretty quick. xDrive makes it a little bit quicker off the line, but a very good car, refreshed for 23. And we got a little bit of sunlight coming out now. But otherwise, this is basically a decent starter spec, if you want to think of it that way. I think that M Performance exhaust does add a lot to this thing in terms of sound. Something to think about and consider if you want that extra sound on your 3 Series. But that's it for a quick tour around the latest M340i to arrive at our dealership, and see you at the next video.